All right, let's make sure that my sound is working. It is. So if you guys can't hear me, let me know. Otherwise, let's just start with Bitcoin. Then I want to talk about JasmyCoin because I know that is doing very well today. I actually got in at 5 cents, so I'm pretty happy. I'm also trading it, and then part of my profits I'll leave in as a moon bag, and I'll take some profits out, obviously. But we'll talk about that in a second. Let's look at Bitcoin. And yeah, Bitcoin looks to want to top out locally here at 57,800. I know from a while back, I think. Looks like I had 60K as resistance, and then 65K would be the next resistance at all-time highs. So I don't think this is going to be a major pullback here on Bitcoin. I do think you could retest 55K, worst case scenario probably, but I don't see this being a major pullback. But the GON fans on the bigger time frames are saying we could go down a little bit, even in the 6-hour chart. But overall, I don't see you going below 55K, and then I think you would get the bounce at 55K if you go that low. Which we have support at, obviously, and then I would expect you to make a higher high above $58,000. So that's kind of where I'm looking at for Bitcoin. If you guys want to see any coins, let me know. Yeah, the MACD also on the 1-hour chart is starting to go negative. So like I said, that means we could go down a little bit more. It's not very much in the red, but it means we have made a reversal here on the MACD on the 1-hour chart. Let's go back to the 6-hour chart and check the MACD. And the 6-hour chart is saying we're going up here. So my guess is you don't go much lower than 55K, worst case scenario, because the 6 hour is already reversing. So you might not even go below 57K. We'll see here. So that's it for Bitcoin. Not a lot to talk about besides Bitcoin holding 55K support. If you break 55K, it's going to get pretty bearish. And then you could obviously see 50,100 is the next support. Ethereum, on the other hand, what is Ethereum doing? Ethereum's going to go down too. Bitcoin goes down to 57K, or 55K, I should say. The 1-hour chart topped out here at 3670. And if I go to the 6-hour chart for the bigger time frames, our major support level is, or resistance is 4136 on Ethereum. And then to the downside, you're looking at basically $3,000. So I would, I don't see you going even close to 3K. I would expect you to get the bounce probably around 3,200 worst case scenario. Maybe make a lower. I just don't see Ethereum unless Bitcoin breaks 55K. I don't see you going below or going close to 3K. I would say worst case scenario is 3,200. Now let's go over to the one coin that's going crazy today. So I got into Jasmy here at. It's not even on this chart anymore. Down here at 5 cents. That was my initial investment, the one investment that I'm going to hold until the end of the bull run. And then I've been trading at my most recent trade. I think I got in at 8.2 cents just a few hours ago. And now I'm probably up, 10% or so, close to that, 8%. And then, so say I take profits at 10%, which I will not do because their next major resistance on JasmyCoin is 10 cents. But say I took profit right here, I would leave 10% in as a moon bag, and I would take 90% of it out to lock in my profits. And then I can slowly build up my investment bag over time without putting more money in, if that makes any sense. But JasmyCoin is looking very good in my opinion right now. Our next resistance is 10 cents, and then who knows after that, because you haven't had a lot of price action above 10 cents in a long time on this coin. So I would look for you to break 10 cents. I would think at that point we could probably start using the fibs on this. I haven't done fibs on it in a while, or I really haven't trusted the fibs because it's such a new chart on Coinbase, a new coin on Coinbase. Our 618 I did draw though when I did this fib. It looks like that was at 7.6 cents. So you're above that right now. And then the 0.76 fib on JasmyCoin is 8.5 cents, which you're above it right now barely. And then the highest this coin ever went on Coinbase was basically 10 cents. So if you break 10 cents, it's off to the moon. And this is one of the coins that I think can actually hit the 4.23 fib on the bigger time frames is 30 cents. I see that happening easily later this year because the market cap for this coin is still by far the cheapest on Coinbase. And I think the market cap is real because when this coin was at $5 at one point, and if the market cap is like $1 billion right now, then it could have never been at $5. Just to let you know that it wouldn't make any sense. So I think market cap right now, whatever it's at, $40 million or whatever it's at right now, is legit or very close to being right. I don't think it's any more than $50 million in my opinion, but that's just what I think. So let me see. I think this coin will be very big in the future. I don't know if it's going to go back to $5 because I don't know if they dumped coins into circulation and that's why it dumped or whatever. But I do think maybe maybe it can probably get to several dollars this bull run, and maybe $5 if we have a blow off top on Bitcoin, which I do think will happen. So we'll see what happens on JasmyCoin. Another coin that I don't really care for, and it's a kind of a shit coin that I think listed at the same time JasmyCoin listed, is called BTRST. I'm not trading it personally. I was going to actually buy it when it broke $12. I'm glad I didn't because then it tanked, and so I never bought it. I ended up buying Jasmy again. But yeah, this coin right now, BTRST, I looked at TradingView. This is the only exchange that this coin is on, so I'm not sure about that. It had a wick all the way up to $50 basically. Now you're seeing it $10, and I don't really have any support until $50 because it just went straight up and straight down. So I can't really tell you anything about this coin other than I'm staying away from it, and I don't know anything of what it does. I know the market cap is a lot higher than what Jasmy is, so that's another reason I think Jasmy would do very well. By the way, we just got a new daily close on crypto, 7 p.m. Central Time. So you got the new candle right there for Jasmy, already up a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Already up 2% in the last 2 minutes. So we'll see what happens with this. I think tonight on JasmyCoin you break 10 cents. So we'll see what happens. But I do think that happens on JasmyCoin. It's real. The supply only 500 million from 50 billion. I read how they supply to the market. Yeah, so I think it is right too, but I guess I think when they confirm that it's real, hopefully that happens sooner than later on JasmyCoin. If they confirm that market cap is real and the coins in circulation are legit, I think the coin will skyrocket from that point, because then people that are waiting on the sidelines right now for a confirmation of the low market cap, if they're waiting on the sidelines for that confirmation that that's actually real, they'll be like, oh wow, that's legit, let me buy some, and then I think it will probably double in price that day. Maybe I'm being too hopeful, but I think that could easily happen, because I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of comments on YouTube, TikTok, actually YouTube, that are people like, well, I'd buy the coin if I knew the market cap, and if it's really that low, I'd buy it. So I think if the market cap was confirmed at 50 million or whatever it's confirmed at, I think it would skyrocket that day, even more than it's already doing now. So up 2% on the new day in the last few minutes. If you guys want to look at any other coins, let me know. But I'm very excited for this coin. I do have a stack right now, and I'm trying to add to my investment bag by taking profits from trades and slowly buying in lower. So I'll sell at tops of local highs and then buy back lower that day or whatever. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing with JasmyCoin. Very excited about this. And with how volatile it's been great for trading, swing trading, whatever you want to do. You're all in. That's awesome. We can look at Litecoin. If you guys are new, make sure to hit that follow button. I would appreciate it. Also, we are live on YouTube, so you can see the charts. If you're on TikTok, you want to go over to YouTube, Crypto Boss Andrew on YouTube. But right now on Litecoin, the 6-hour chart is looking like we could go down. Basically, your recent high from a few days ago, which, let me tell you the date, it was the 13th of September, my birthday. That was the high for Litecoin at $236, and you're currently sitting at $180. So I have the range right here, $170, $171 is the next support I have written on the chart. And my next resistance is going to be 190, which is pretty good resistance, because after the 13th of September, you came back down. You had a wick below 170, but then you bounced up, tested 190 support or as resistance, got rejected there, and now you're below. You went below 170. Now you're back above it. So I think 190 is pretty good resistance, but I think 226 is the biggest resistance. It's even bigger than 190. So we'll see what happens. I do think this is back in an uptrend on the on the 1 hour chart. I think it is, but the guide pins are saying it could go down more. So be careful. If it breaks 170, 157 is next. I can go to the daily chart and draw you a fib. So say that the 13th of September was the local high, which it was, and say that 140 was the bottom for this move, and now that we're going back up, say that happened, and say we don't go lower than 140 before we see a new local high above 180. The 618 fib then, which usually gets hit, especially in a bull run, is at basically $200, $198. So that would be where I'd be looking for this to go. So basically, you have a 618 fib close to 200, and then your next super strong resistance is 226. So those are the two prices I'd be watching it for the upside. Obviously, like I said, you could have some resistance at 190, but I think the 618 is just above it. I think you blow past 190 and then get rejected maybe around 200 and then come back down and test 180 or 190 as support. Thank you, Fax Man. Yeah, so can you chart VRA coin? Sure. I think we've done this one before, maybe not. What exchange do you want me to use? I can use BitHub. I'll do BitHub, although I don't know if this is, hold on. Actually, I'll use KuCoin. All right, KuCoin. Let me go to the 3-day chart and see what this coin is doing. So we've looked at this before. We had resistance here at 4.8 cents. You've blown through that. Let me zoom out even more. It's looking like I don't have any data when it was above 5.7 cents, or 5.7 cents. So this could be new all-time highs. I don't know. Maybe it's on another exchange with more data, but I don't know if we're at all-time highs or not. It's, yeah. Bitfinex is looking like the same thing. So if we're not, I mean, the data I have right here, this is all-time highs. So if we use the fib from the last local high to the last local low, let's see what we can be targeting. So I said the last local high was basically 5.3 cents before we made a new all-time high, and the last local low was around the 21st of July, and that was at below a penny. That was a major dump. Oh my gosh. And now the 4.23 fib, you're above all major fibs. You're above the most recent local high before this local high at 5.7 cents. It was 5.3 cents. So the 4.23 fib is at 21 cents. I think that could sit later this bull run quite easily. I don't know anything about this coin, but that's, I mean, you're above all the fibs right now on my fibs. So the next moonshot one would be 21 cents. But I think before, yeah. So, I mean, if you want a moonshot, 21 cents is where you'd be headed. I don't think you'd go straight up there. I think you have some, so you go up, you come down, you go up, you come down. But 21 cents is going to get hit at some point this bull run quite easily, in my opinion. I don't know anything about the market cap. I wouldn't be surprised if you actually had a pullback, though, back to the 618, because you've gone up so much. You're probably due for some sort of pullback. You haven't had a real pullback since you were, you know what, 0.7 of 1 penny. So it's gone up. Let me do my math really quick. It's at 5.7 cents. It's done a 8x since its local low. So it's probably due for a pullback at least to the 618, which is at 3.6 cents. From the 618, I would hope you would hold that, and you could probably be targeting 20 cents at that point. But that's your moonshot scenario. And if it's not on Coinbase or Uniswap, I won't touch it. So, anyways, let me see if YouTube had it. So, yeah, that's all I got, guys. I think Jasmy hits 10 cents within the next 24 hours. We'll see what happens. We kind of got rejected here at 9 cents. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we can hold 8 cents, because I know that's major support. If not, it's going to get not super bearish. If you break below 7 cents, that's when it's going to get super bearish, because I believe that's where the 618 is. If you break below 7.6 cents, the 618 is there. 7.6 cents, yeah, that's what I said. 7.7 cents, 7.6 cents. If you break below that, that's when it's going to get very bearish for JasmyCoin. But beyond that, that's all I got. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Until then, trade safe, and hopefully Jasmy can moon from there. And maybe next time we'll hear it will be at 20 cents. We'll see. Why am I bullish on Jasmy? It's the lowest market cap coin on Coinbase, and the all-time high was $5. Now, I don't know if it dumped from $5 because it dumped coins into circulation or not, but even if that was the case, the all-time high is still 96% higher. I'm not saying it's going to go back to all-time highs this bull run, but it definitely could, in my opinion, especially if the market cap and everything is legit. But yeah, that's why. So it's probably going to do what ACH did. ACH went from below a penny all the way up to like 25 cents in a few weeks, because it was listed on Coinbase. That was one of the reasons. So I think this can do similar things as ACH. All right, I'll see you guys Wednesday.